the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, dear students, Assalamu alaikum. In today's video, I will discuss the remaining questions of first chapter, that is the fundamental unit of life. The first question of today is difference between plant cell and animal cell. The second question is difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. I have discussed these questions in my previous videos in detail. So I request you, if you want to get the answers to these two questions, you can watch my previous videos. Now to third question and today's first question which I am going to explain is, what will happen to the cell if the plasma membrane breaks? The answer to this question is, if the plasma membrane of the cell ruptures, the whole contents of the cell would come out and eventually the cell would die. The second question of today is, what will happen to the life of a cell if there is no Golgi apperance? The answer of this question is, if there is no Golgi apparatus present in a cell, firstly, secretion will not occur. And we also know that the Golgi apparatus is involved in the synthesis of lysosomes. And if lysosomes are not formed, the foreign materials may accumulate in the cell and cause death of the cell. The third question of today is, I am discussing textual questions only. Which organelle is known as powerhouse of the cell? Mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell because it produces and stores energy in the cell in the form of ATP. ATP's full form is adenosine triphosphate. I am going to repeat this answer once again. Mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell because it produces and stores energy in the cell in the form of ATP. That's the reason mitochondria is known as powerhouse of the cell. The fourth text question of today is, where do the lipids and proteins constituting the cell membrane get synthesized? In simple terms, we can say the question is, where are lipids and proteins which are required for the membrane synthesis or plasma membrane synthesis? Where are they formed? The lipids and proteins which are needed for the formation of plasma membrane are synthesized by the endoplasmic reticulum. The lipids and proteins constituting the cell membrane get synthesized by the endoplasmic reticulum. The next question is, how does amoeba obtain its food? Amoeba obtains its food by a process known as phagocytosis. Phagocytosis. Amoeba obtains its food by the process of phagocytosis. In this process, Amoeba obtains its food with the help of pseudopodia. Pseudopodia, in case of amoeba, is also a locomotory organ. When food comes in contact with this pseudopodia, it forms an invagination around the food particle, forming a food cup, and then this food particle is entered into the cell by closing the outer boundary of the food cup. In short, we can say phagocytosis is the process by which amoeba obtains its food. The next text question is, what is osmosis? Osmosis, I have discussed this in my previous video also, and here I am going to repeat it. The movement of water molecules from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane is called osmosis. The movement of water molecules from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane is called osmosis. The next two questions are in the form of experiments, and they have to be done in experiments. So I will not discuss those two questions. Therefore, I will end my topic here. At last, I would like you to subscribe to my channel, Parvaiz Knowledge Treasure, and also click on the bell icon so that you can receive timely notifications for my upcoming videos.